hop on the trailer train here. Talk about another Amazon venture with Kiki Palmer with The Pickup. So was Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson are the leads, I would say, of this movie. Comedy. What'd you think?
Even with Eddie Murphy's last projects, I'm like, this is what you came out of retirement for? Still, with the previous ones and this one? It's just like, I mean, I guess you needed a paycheck or something because this looks pretty mildly bland kind of comedy. I'm not saying there's like zero enjoyment in it, but it's a pretty low bar. Um, I don't know. I just kind of expected more from him, and everything he's done has just been sad.
Yeah, generic to bad. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I yeah, I wouldn't say this far surpasses anything recent, but it looks like I probably have a good time. There's a lot of the stuff recently that he's made that I haven't even watched or I was didn't like. Um, I mean, yeah, like Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America. I didn't watch the one with Jonah Hill.
I did, and you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, there is a lot of he's made other things too. I think. But yeah, and I didn't even watch. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That's
think
the
you.
only thing that makes sense. He needs a paycheck. That's
Yeah,
literally the only thing
right.
that
Well,
makes sense to me.
from what I understand, he has like 80 kids, so you know, got to pay for them
Gotcha.
somehow. Um, yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much nailed it. Um, my feelings as well.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's go. Let's continue with our comedies here. We'll go with Freakier Friday. So we got our like full trailer, I would say, basically our plot trailer here. So we do indeed have all four of them, the two originals, well, two from the, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan switching with the two teenage girls. So it's a four-way switch instead of a two-way switch of switching bodies. What'd you think?
I'm even more uninterested than I was before. Um, it just, I mean, it just looks like the same thing, right? But for some reason, there's two other little girls. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Just looks goofy and doesn't look bad. It's just
Yeah,
this doesn't appeal to me in any way. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I'm into it. I like seeing we've talked about this before. I like seeing Lindsay Lohan just being like
yeah, I
normal,
think you got some
and
like nostalgia
I do,
glasses
I do.
on this one, and
That's from our time, man.
it's
I
just
think if
very clear to me. There's no nostalgia there. I'm not interested.
I think if they made another Princess Diaries, I think I'd be in for that. So you know, like
Hmm.
that's the same kind of like time frame, you know. So I think
Yeah,
I'm in, you know, I'm into it. So it
I would
works for me.
honestly be more interested in that one than this one.
Well, like Lilo and Stitch is like the same time too, and I felt nothing for that. But that's just because I wasn't like a fan. I guess I'm just a fan of the this movie, the original one. So maybe I'm into it. Um, yeah, I understand how you feel that way though. Um, so that was our Freakier Friday there. Uh, let's talk about some musicals. Let's talk about Kiss of the Spider Woman. So this has Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna. Um, is a remake of a movie from the 80s, I want to say. And there's also a musical as well, Broadway musical.
Yep. Not interested. Pass.
Um, yeah, this one, it just looks like just on a soundstage the whole time, like a classic musical, like a movie musical was. Um, yeah, and J Lo doesn't do it for me. And I know that's the selling point of this movie, but I don't. They're not. She's not even the lead. There's the two guys. Like the one is like who is relatively unknown. I believe he is the lead of the thing, and he's in it the least because he's the lead, the unknown in this.
To be
Um,
honest, I didn't even know there was a third person. I thought it was just Diego.
I believe that that third guy is the lead, and in the original movie, um, if I'm correct, I think in the original movie, William Hurt played that character, and he won an Oscar for Best Lead Actor in that for his role in that. I believe that is the character that that guy is playing. So it's a little bit of a bait and switch, and J Lo's just trying to use her name to sell it. And I'm sure she produced it and is definitely starring in it. So um,
Yeah, I don't think that's a
yeah,
bad idea in terms of marketing it. The movie itself doesn't look appealing to me personally, but
yeah, I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. Yeah, I've never heard anyone go, "Oh my god, I love Kiss of the Spider Woman. That's my favorite musical."
yeah,
No one's ever
I
said that. Yeah,
quite literally never even heard of
never
this.
heard of it. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's definitely a deep cut. Um, I don't know. We'll see how that does. That is curious. I mean, the director is good. Dreamgirls and um, something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. He's a good director. So we'll see. All right. Well, here's the other musical, Wicked for Good. Our part two there of our Wicked. What do you call it when it's two? Duology, I think is what they call it.
I've got no idea.
I think that's what they call it. Whatever, the two Wicked movies, the second half here. Um, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think?
I don't want to be mean. I don't know. Kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't even know what the plot is at this point. What I guess they're chasing her. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want. There's
Don't
the
spoil
second.
anything from me, but
Yeah, the second half is kind of pivotal. I mean, we know that they're friends, right? So like, yeah, they're chasing her. I mean, obviously she's getting stronger because she has the book. You know, she's learning,
yeah.
and the second half of the musical it gets into um the Wizard of Oz. So we're
Okay.
going to have those characters and things like that. Um, I will say that I I would assume just like the first movie, the first trailer showed her riding that broom. That was the closing shot. I would assume we're gonna have the same thing at the end of the second movie. I believe that is the closing shot of the film as well. Um, so
Are you telling me there's going to be a part three or something? I'm
I
confused.
don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if
Uh,
they're going to add on or not. We'll see how it works. But I
don't
feel
do a
like
part three. Don't do
yeah,
it. I.
yeah,
You are milking that tree if you do a
yeah.
part three.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna say maybe, but probably not. I would assume it's probably gonna be this. We'll see what happens, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know.
Well, you know
For
it
some
better
reason,
than I, so I would
I
take
would
your word
say
for
I mean, yeah, I would say the first half is a better complete story, and if they're going to do a complete story with the second one, that I just think I hope they don't do make it 3 hours again. I'm hoping this is like a 2 hour movie because I believe like the first act in the musical is longer than the second act. The second act actually goes pretty quick. But they're definitely extending. There looks like there's a wedding that's definitely not in the musical. So they're definitely adding things in. And they're one. I'm gonna assume that's where Ariana's song will be because they've added a new song for um, Cynthia and they've added a new song for Ariana. So I'm gonna assume that's where her song will be. Um, I'm definitely interested. Uh, I think Wicked's pretty good musical, and this trailer already tells me that they've been listening to their audience because a lot of people that I've watched didn't like the movie or like a criticism I heard a lot was the color of like the color tint of the movie was like kind of muted. And in this trailer, I already felt like it was more vibrant colors. I don't know what you think or not. Like it
I
just
didn't even notice. So
if you watch like a trailer, if you watch like a trailer for the first one, and you watch this, there's definitely a difference. I think they're
I,
listening.
I guess. I mean, I thought it was pretty colorful in the first one, but I guess I'm
Yeah,
crazy.
but it was kind of like maybe oversaturated. Like it was just like
I
pat
see what you're
like
saying.
yeah.
I don't remember, I guess.
I don't know. This one looks more like rich. The colors look richer. They're not as like you know. So I think they are listening to their audience, which is good. Um, I'm interested. I'm definitely be watching, of course. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I left this one for last because I thought this one was intriguing. It was already intriguing with who was the leads for me, but it actually seeing the trailer definitely intrigues me more. Um, a big, bold, beautiful journey with Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie. Now, I knew that they were making this movie. This director has been kind of like an indie darling director. And yeah, this is his first movie with like big stars in it. Um, so the premise is that these people meet by accident, I guess, and then they kind of like each other or whatever, and then the world kind of brings them together, and then they're going through these doors that show them like pivotal points in their lives, I guess, and they're learning stuff about themselves. I would say this is something I definitely say go check out the trailer for it if you haven't, because this is an interesting premise, a premise that I believe that I've kind of seen before, but I'm interested in. I think this looks good. Um, what'd you think?
Um, I haven't been interested in a romance movie in a really long time. And I would say that this hit the bar. It does look like something different, but still kind of samey. It's kind of giving me um, like Time Traveler's Wife and like Benjamin Button kind of vibes. Um, it was good. I would want to see this one based off this trailer. I probably wouldn't even watch another trailer of this one. I've seen. I like the
Yeah,
idea,
yeah,
and I think they both have like the chops to pull it off. And it's so just as long as the story is good, I think you'll have a solid romance movie here. Um,
yeah.
uh,
I
and for me, it
yeah,
kind of lives or dies on the ending. I get really peeved about endings in romance movies, so we'll see what they do. But that's also like kind of the fun of seeing the movie. So
yeah. This is definitely a movie I do not want to see any more trailers. I want to just experience the movie. I mean, that's how I kind of feel with Wicked, because I remember last time they showed everything in the second trailer, and that's why I've kind of tried to stop showing showing like us talking about it, because I don't want to watch second trailers.
Yeah, there was another
Um,
Superman trailer, and I didn't watch
yeah,
it, but
I didn't watch
from
it.
like the very short snippets I've seen of
Yeah,
just like advertising for it, it was like, man, they showed a lot. So,
yeah. Well, that they need that to do well. They need
hmm
it to do well. They are pumping that directly into your eyeballs. They want it to do well. They want it to be in your mind, even if it's not. You're not watching it. They want it to be in your mind so you talk about it with somebody. They want it on people's minds. So they're pumping that like crazy. They're doing like they usually do a final trailer like the week before a movie comes out, and they're putting out the final trailer a month before. And they're doing TV spots. They're putting them on every talk show. Yeah, you will be seeing
hmm
Corin Sweat and Nicholas Holt and Rachel Brosnahan. So much. They're pushing that. They want that to do well. They need it to do well. Otherwise, it's dead. So they need it to do well. I'm worried that the movie is it needs to be fun and good. And I'm worried about the second part there. I still think it looks convoluted and whatever. And yeah, I've seen little bits, but I didn't watch it because I don't. I've seen more than enough. Um, so um, yeah, and then that comes out in a couple weeks, so we'll see it and we'll talk about it when that comes out. All right. Well, that was all the trailers that we had. Thank you for watching part of the Daniel and Andrew Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you don't like looking at our faces, no problem. There's always a full audio version of the podcast wherever you find your podcast. Thank you and enjoy.